Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I'm Nicole, and in today's video I am finally purging my wardrobe. This is long overdue. This is something I've been needing and wanting to do for so long, and I am finally going to do it and take you guys along the journey and show you some tips and tricks on how to finally purge and get rid of the junk, get rid of the clutter, and get everything reorganized so that we can do more shopping. I'm just kidding. Kind of. So the problem I have with purging is I'll look at an item and I think, yeah, it's cute, I'll wear it again, and it gets put back into the closet and I never wear it again. So I've done some research on how to finally get rid of those items without feeling guilty or thinking you're going to wear it again, to actually just get rid of the junk and start with a clean slate. So if you would like to learn these tips and tricks and how to reorganize, then please keep watching. Alright, so before I actually start sorting through all the clothes, there are things that I have done in advance to be prepared for the process. So tip number one is to really dedicate your time to it and block some time off in your schedule so that you can really do the process from start to finish, because you don't want to have to stop halfway through and come back to it later, because then it's going to seem really daunting and it's just going to be exhausting and frustrating. So really block time off in your schedule so you have no interruptions and you can do it from start to finish. Which leads into tip number two, which is to have food in your house. Now I know that sounds kind of stupid, but when I get hungry, I get hangry. So I want to make sure that I am not having any excuse to have to run errands or leave the house. I've got a nice pot of soup on the stove ready to go, so I already know what's for dinner, and I've already got snacks and everything prepared. So have food in your house, no excuses. Tip number three is to have all your laundry clean, folded, and put away. Now if you have dirty clothes in your hamper, that's a good thing. That's obviously clothes that you're wearing and clothes you're probably going to be keeping. But you still want that clothes to be part of the process, because once you've done your purge and everything starts getting folded and hung and put back into your closet, you want everything to have a home at the end. You want every sock and every shirt and every pair of jeans to have a home. So do your laundry and have it part of the process. So here it is, my hidden little secret. So on my top shelf, you can see I've just got clothes thrown up there. The stuff at the bottom I never ever wear and probably will never wear again. And the stuff on the top I do wear, but I can barely even reach it. I've got hats just thrown up there, purses thrown in the corner, slippers thrown in the corner, stuff that should be in my underwear drawer. This pile of clothes is like my painting / work clothes, and I'm not sure why this became its dedicated spot. I keep lots of extra toiletries, like makeup removing wipes and stuff, and like a random bag of candles. It just, none of this makes sense, so I am so excited to finally go through it. And I'll show you my dresser. These top two drawers are my underwear and bras, and I'll do that privately to keep this video PG-13. In here I keep all my tops, and you could already tell just by looking, these are going to be wrinkly AF, because they're all stacked up on top of each other, and you know, if I wanted a shirt at the bottom, you gotta lift everything up and everything gets wrinkly, and it's just so frustrating. Getting dressed for the day should be more fun than trying to shove and shuffle through all this stuff. So yes, that's, see, shove, just shove it in there. This is what my drawers currently look like, my pajama drawer, and a bunch of odd sweaters, and half of them I don't ever wear. Alright, so now that you kind of have an idea of what I'm working with, I'm going to get started, which leads into tip number 4, which is to take every single piece of clothing, shoe, bag, jacket that you own and throw it into a pile. I'm going to use the bed in my spare room and pile it up all on there. At first, when I heard that Marie Kondo suggested throwing everything to a pile, I thought it was unnecessary, and I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to go through, because this just seems so much more organized to actually go through the closet. But the problem with that is items will get missed and overlooked, and once everything, like, I'm not going to have everything organized the same way it is right now. I'm going to have all new hangers, new organizers up here, like new bins and totes. I'm going to have a different hanger here, and this, it's just not going to be the same. So I want to start with a clean slate, get everything out of here, which also gives me the opportunity to vacuum, dust, and get everything cleaned as well. There we go. Literally every single piece of clothes I own is on that bed. That is crazy. It is so nice to see this empty. And like I said, it really goes to show you how dirty it is. All along the baseboards, there's dog hair and cat hair and dust and everything. So tip number 5, give it a good clean, dust, sanitize, do what you have to do. I am also going to vacuum out the drawers because I noticed there's a bit of cat hair and dog hair and, you know, stuff. Alright, finally for the fun part, to actually start sorting through this pile. Now, a good mindset to have to really help you purge is kind of treat it like you're shopping, which kind of makes it more fun too. But, for example, you know, this jacket, would I buy this in the store today? If I wouldn't buy it in the store, toss it. Or like Marie Kondo says, does it bring you joy? Is it something that makes you feel uncomfortable when you wear it? Does it have bad memories associated with that shirt or whatever? If it doesn't bring you joy or you wouldn't buy it in the store today, toss it. Which leads to tip number 7, which is to make your piles. Normally I would have recommended 4 different piles. One would be for keeping, one would be to sell, another one would be to donate, and then the last one would be to literally throw it in the trash. But now I'm actually only going to recommend 3 piles, and it is better for the environment and it's easier for us too. So only make 3 piles. One pile is going to be your keep pile. The other one is going to be for selling, you know, things that haven't been worn or in mint condition. And your third pile is going to be your donation/trash. Put that all in one pile because nowadays there are actually lots of textile recycling programs around. So your clothes can actually be recycled if they can't be reworn. So do not throw it in the trash. The textile industry is one of the biggest polluters in the world. So let's all make a difference. One that where I'm going to be dropping my donation/recycling pile, I'm going to be dropping that off at H&M. They have a really cool garment collection recycling program. And what they do is they hand sort through the clothes. Whatever can be reworn will be donated around the globe. And what can't be reworn will be recycled for rags or whatever. And if it can't even be used for that, all the fibers will actually be reused for things like insulating materials for the auto industry. So it really can be recycled. And it's easier for us. So just throw your trash clothes and your donation clothes all in one pile, and I'll be dropping mine off at H&M. The cool thing is for every bag of textiles you drop off, you will get $5 off your next in-store purchase. So they're like rewarding us for doing the earth a favor. Tip number 8, I'm going to use bags for sorting out my piles, and I'm going to mark an X on the bags that I'll be dropping off at H&M for the recycling program so that I don't get those bags mixed up with my other piles. Alright, so I haven't gotten very far and I'm already stuck on an item. So like I mentioned before, I can ask myself, would I buy this at the store today? Or does it bring me joy, like Marie Kondo says? The whole does it bring me joy thing is too vague for me. I need something a little more concrete. So I actually found on Pinterest this cool little map. It's called How to Weed Out Your Closet. And you basically answer the questions and it guides you through the map to tell you whether you need to toss it or keep it. So for example, this t-shirt, the very first question is, do you absolutely love it? And my answer is no. So then it says, is it a great basic piece? See, I'm having a hard time with that already. Is it a great basic piece? No. I'm just going to say no. Does it have sentimental value? No, which brings me all the way down to toss it. So just by answering those few questions, it's telling me to toss it, and I should just go with it. Toss it! Good morning, you guys. It's officially the next day. This process is taking me a lot longer than anticipated. Hey, buddy. I'm filming and documenting this, so it's definitely chewing up a little bit of time, but still, the process is taking much longer than I thought. You could probably see that I am wearing the same clothes that I was yesterday. So tip number 10 is to set aside some clothes for the following day in case you don't finish this whole process in one day, because I literally have nothing to put on because my entire wardrobe is in bags. So tip number 10, set aside some clothes. So pretty much yesterday I just finished sorting through that mountain of clothes and got all my piles complete. So this is my keep pile. I have 4 bags of clothes that I'm going to keep. In this bin I have hats, socks, and some scarves. And on this side of the room I have my shoe pile that I'm keeping, a couple pairs of slippers, and some bags, purses, and backpacks. So that is what I'm keeping here. And as for my sell pile, this is everything that I'm selling. There's a lot of stuff in here that still has tags. You know, these things have never been worn. I've got a few shoes and some purses that I'm going to sell, except for this cat. This cat is not for sale. I see you've made yourself comfortable. So I've gone ahead and created a brand new Instagram page, Nicole's Fashion Sale, where I'll be selling all these clothes and shoes and bags. So make sure you go check that out if you live in the Edmonton area. One example is these brand new ivory velvet hangers with rose gold hooks. That was really hard to say. So yes, if you live in the Edmonton area, go check out that Instagram page. And now I'm going to show you my donate pile. So 5 full bags that I'm going to be dropping off at H&M for the clothing recycling program. And I would have never thought in 100 years that I would be giving away more clothes than what I'm keeping. And this doesn't include the pile of clothes and shoes that I'm selling either. So I have literally cleared out 3/4 of my wardrobe. That blows my mind. So I need to do more shopping. Not joking, I literally need to do more shopping. So stay tuned for some more hauls. But as I was going through the clothes, it blew my mind how much clothes I didn't even know that I had stuffed, tucked back away in the drawers. Like, there's things I don't remember ever buying or even wearing. So I understand why they say take every single piece of clothing you have in your home and throw it into a pile. That process makes sense to me, and I do think it's important, so don't skip that step. But this leads into tip number 11, which is to get rid of your donate pile ASAP. Don't have it sitting around your house. One, because it takes up valuable space and it's cluttered and not pleasant to look at. But the main reason is so that you're not tempted to sort through it again, because it will get tempting, especially when you have clear bags. You can kind of see, oh, that shirt, should I have gotten rid of that shirt? So really, get rid of your bags ASAP. I'll be dropping these off at H&M right away. So now for the real fun part, which is getting your keep pile put back into your closet and into your drawers, etc., etc. I am so excited for this part because I have been dying to get my closet reorganized. So how to reorganize your closet, tip number 1, be open-minded. Switch things up. You don't have to put everything back in the exact same spot and sort things exactly how you had it before. Because everything is out of your closet, you really do have a fresh, clean start. So you really can switch it up and reorganize. The way that I had things organized before, it wasn't working for me. So I am excited to finally switch things up a little bit. So one example is I got a new closet organizer. This time it's only a 2 cubby one instead of the 5 or 6 one that I had that went all the way to the floor. This one is smaller and has a hanger on the bottom, so now I have more space to hang clothes. I got some storage bins and containers from Ikea, super affordable, but I guess that kind of leads into back all the way to the beginning of tip number 1 is to get yourself prepared in advance. These things I had ordered, like this I ordered on Amazon, so I had that ordered online in advance. So if you want to get storage containers and stuff, I would suggest that you do that ahead of time. So that was basically tip number 2 on how to reorganize your closet, is get lots of different types of bins and totes and organizers. It really will utilize your space, explore with it, have fun, try different things. Tip number 3 is to get skinny hangers. I bought these new ones. I had black velvet hangers before, but I like the light pink. It matches my beauty room better. So the reason why I suggest skinny hangers is because it takes up so much less space, if that's a proper sentence. But it is so much more compact, and let me show you a perfect example. So these are all the hangers that I have left over from taking all the clothes out of my closet. This is 50 hangers. This is 50 hangers. I don't know how well you can actually see the difference on camera, but this is taking up so much more room because you can see this is, I don't know, a centimeter, and this is probably half a centimeter. And you know what? I find the pink velvet ones that I got are even skinnier than these. They are. Check it out. My pink ones are even skinnier than the old black ones that I have. So I guess that definitely was an excuse to get new pink ones. They are even thinner. So perfect. My hangers are going to take up less room. All right, so I'm going to start sorting through my clothes and getting everything reorganized, and I am going to change the way I fold my clothes, which is tip number 4. Change the way you fold your clothes. I am, of course, adopting the Marie Kondo method. So basically, I don't know if you could see there, you basically fold your clothes in a way where it's kind of like a filing system, and everything gets stacked side by side. So when you're looking down into your dresser drawer, you can see every single piece of clothing you own. Whereas before, I was folding things and stacking everything on top, so you can't see what's underneath, you're pulling things apart, you're making a mess. So I'll put in the description box all the links of the videos I watched to learn how to fold your clothes this way, because there's a bit of a different technique for hoodies, sweaters, shorts, socks, tops. So if you want to see how to fold all your clothes, go and check that out. And I'm going to get started on putting all my clothes away. Good morning, everybody. So I finished putting away my entire wardrobe last night, and let me tell you, it feels so good and it looks so good. I love it. It makes me just feel so happy. So if you've been wanting to reorganize your closet, I suggest you do it sooner than later because it just feels so, so good. So I'm really happy how it turned out. I'll kind of give you guys a walk around and give you some final tips and tricks and some things that I had learned along the way. So let's start from the bottom and work our way up, shall we? So you can see down here on the floor, I have all my shoes and slippers neatly organized. These are all my special occasion shoes that I don't wear often. My everyday shoes are downstairs at my front door. So up here, I'll just keep the shoes that I wear occasionally. And they're all in plain view. You could see everything I own because I have designated this side of the closet to long hang. So any long dresses, jumpers, or anything that hangs all the way to the floor will stay on this side of the closet, which opens up this area, allowing me to store stuff on the floor. So over here, I have all my shorter hang, like blouses, pants, scarves, those kinds of things. And for the scarves, I got this cute champagne hanger. This is super handy. I don't have many scarves. Most of my scarves are like my winter scarves, which I have stored down by my front door. But if you have a lot of scarves, a hanger like this really, really comes in handy. And to store belts, I absolutely love hanging them. I have this rotating hanger, and it makes it easy to see all the belts you own, and it's in plain view, and it just keeps it all together. So I absolutely love the organizer that I got. It worked out perfect for exactly what I needed. But what I love about this for my baseball hats is you can store so many by folding them into each other like this. So I think I have about 5 or 6 baseball hats stored in this one little cubby, which works really great, and I'll show you where I store all my beach hats in a minute. My favorite part is these 2 bins full of purses. Keeping all your purses together in the bins is a great way of knowing where everything is, but also to keep it in good condition. So tip number 5 is to actually take a photo of all the purses that you own and pin it to the outside of your bins. That way, just by a quick glimpse, I know everything that I own and I know exactly where it is. It makes it easier for planning your outfit, but also if you're in a rush, you could just grab and go. So going back to my shoes, you can see here in the corner I have a pair of boots that are really tall. Thigh-high boots. It's kind of makes it hard to store because they're just flimsy. So tip number 6 is pool noodles. I know that sounds so dumb, but it is a very inexpensive way to get your shoes to stand tall. Let me show you. So get yourself 2 pool noodles. I got mine at the dollar store because they're extremely affordable. So go ahead and put them in the boot, and this is what's going to make them stand tall on their own. So mark it with a marker where you want to cut it, right where it meets the top of the boot. Then you will need a knife. But make sure before you cut, you use any safety precautions needed. Okay, I'm joking about the safety glasses, but cut them to the height that you need, and there you have it. 2 pool noodles can be used to get your boots to stand tall on their own. Not only is that an affordable option, but it also keeps them in good condition and, of course, keeps everything tidy and organized. So I want to move on to tip number 7, which is odor, because if you want your room to look clean, you probably want it to smell clean. So this little bag right here is my hack on keeping things smelling fresh. Basically, it is breathable mesh bags. You can get them anywhere. These ones are from the dollar store, and you just fill them about halfway with your favorite in-wash scent booster. There are so many scents out there right now. Just pick your favorite one, and these bags can literally be scattered all over your house. Put them in your dresser drawers, hang them in your closets, stuff them in your stinky shoes. There really is so many places that you could put it to keep your house smelling fresh. So speaking of clean, I can't wait to show you inside these drawers, but first I thought I would show you the hat wall, which is tip number 8. Store your hats on the wall. It is a great way to keep them in good shape because these hats really need to keep their form. So if you're putting them into a bin, they could easily get squished and damaged. So hanging them on the wall keeps them in good shape, but it is also a beautiful piece of art. I found this idea on Pinterest and I fell in love with it. And the best part is as you add more hats to your wardrobe, you could just keep adding to the wall. So look at all this storage space. So anyways, tip number 8, hang your hats on the wall, and inside these drawers, oh my gosh, you guys, Marie Kondo is a genius. Look at all this. You could see every single shirt that I own, and look at all the extra space. And this is my pant drawer, my pajama and sock drawer, and last but not least, my sweater drawer. So there we go, you guys, my top tips and tricks on how to purge and reorganize your closet. I hope that this video was helpful and that maybe you had learned something new today. I am going to be doing a lot more shopping and refilling this closet. So if you're into fashion hauls and style videos, then please subscribe to my channel because there'll be a lot of fashion videos coming up. And if you're in the Edmonton area and would like to see some of those items I'm selling from my closet, then head on over to the Instagram page I created, Nicole's Fashion Sale. All the details will be there, and come and say hi. I look forward to talking to you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.